Welcome back to Crash Bandicoot 1, remastered on the Sane Trilogy PS4. Brought to you by revamped Commentaries. In this part, we're going to be going through a couple levels on the way to the end of Island 2. This is the second and final boulder level in the game, the Boulder Dash.
I've never actually played the Boulder Dash board game. Is it any fun?
Isn't that the game where you try to catch your opponent lying or something and you say, Boulder Dash? And it's like,
I don't know. I
me.
don't even know what the rules for Boulder Dash are. I just know it's a board game.
The rules for Boulder Dash are the following. Poppycock, fizzles, scones, and little cornetto ice cream.
I enjoy ice cream, though.
Uh-oh, these platforms are moving. Oh boy.
It doesn't actually matter. Matter of fact, the far right and left sides effectively float over the center. So that's not honestly all that big of a challenge, despite it looking like it is.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I honestly don't know if jumping makes it easier, but that boulder is usually going to be uncomfortably close to you for pretty much this entire map.
Yes.
It's not because you're doing bad. No, dying is doing bad. You're doing fine. I promise you, everything will be fine. I can't hold your hand.
And I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten that this boulder is a chore.
Oh no, not this part. There is someone walking behind you.
Don't turn around.
I don't know what the point of these platforms are, because by the time you step off of it, you can't stand on it anyway, so why do they have to go away?
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come back to this level. We're gonna have to come back to this level.
Why are so many of these levels incorporating gen platforms?
Longevity.
Oh, Sunset Vista. This is a popular level.
Yeah, so we just did the Lost City in the last part. This is Lost City Part 2. This level doesn't hold you to a special gem requirement, so feel free to die as many times as you need to without penalty. Except in the Crash 1 game, not only did you have the problem with having to do the whole level without dying and hit every box along the way, you also did have to do the bonus stage as well. Sunset Vista introduces you to Cortex stages, which are different than the Brio and the Tana bonus stages we've been doing so far. When you complete the Cortex stage, not only is the Cortex stage sometimes ball-wrenchingly difficult, but it also gives you a key that lets you unlock a hidden level in the game.
Okay.
Not to mention that if you fail at the in PS1 era, if you died on the Cortex stage, you had to do the whole level all over again because there are boxes in the Cortex stage.
And they count.
And they count. So I actually completing this level as a kid, getting the key and the gem, that was a flashbulb memory for me. I actually remember doing that because of how elated I was when I did.
I'm reminded a lot of Star Fox Adventures, specifically the Raptor Tribe.
Yeah.
No, when we're going through this,
Yeah.
the Lightfoots. That's what they are. The Lightfoots. I'm reminded of the Lightfoot Tribe because they effectively lived in a swamp.
They said it was deaf to build a castle in a swamp.
No, they were right for the record, but not for the right reasons.
I think there's there is a reason why that thing is open. There's an Aqua mask in there. Yep.
Yep.
But the game will forgive you for missing it because there's no box attached to that.
I mean, it looked like there were splinters falling down, but...
See, I didn't finish playing The Last of Us, but I'm pretty sure Naughty Dog loves me sincerely. Fuck.
You? I don't know if they love you. I mean, they're rather annoyed at me, so...
What did you do to them?
Oh, I've been hyping up Crash Nitro, the CTR Nitro fueled, pretty much since they announced it, and then I immediately stopped typing it up after the microtransactions got forced into there.
Go! Microtransactions, like what? Extra characters, extra tracks, that type of stuff.
Actually, mostly cosmetics, although there are extra characters as well. I'm okay with the extra characters, to be perfectly honest, but I'm not okay with the fact that they're pretty much using the Fortnite model in order to monetize a remaster. And it's like, guys, you really didn't need to do that, like, at all. The remaster itself is actually really nice with on its campaign alone. It doesn't need, you know, a majority of the added features, especially if you're going to charge for them.
Well, I think it should. I mean, I won't go into too much detail, but based on the very certain economic times that we are experiencing right now as a global community, well, I think that if you can make money, then you should continue to do that.
But dude, they're like, Naughty Dog is an incredibly successful and massive video game corporation. They don't need to make extra money like that.
Well, like a company is like a human being. Like, you know, you can have well-connected supply line, have all of your needs taken care of by members of your community and so forth, but you do still have needs, and they must be met whether you're ready to do that or not. Not to mention that times are uncertain.
But times are always going to be uncertain.
With varying degrees of uncertainty, like these platforms. You know, you can try going fast, you'll fail, but then you'll learn something. And I wasn't even really sure where I was going with that.
Where I'm going with that is that this particular platforming segment looks much more BS than I was promised.
We would have been there twice as long in the PS1 era.
Yeah, because originally the Whopper Fruit boxes only provide one Whopper Fruit per box, but they still provide 10 Whopper Fruit.
Thank you, Vicarious Games. Visions. I remember I did a neat little editing trick, which was so subtle. You guys didn't even see it.
Well, there's our first Cortex. Now, are there 3 or 2? I'm pretty sure there's 3.
There's 3 of them, yes.
Okay.
One of them, you have to complete a little platforming challenge, and if you fail, then you can cry about it. Extra fruit. I like the bat's little nose. That cute pink nose. Alright, so here's the platforming. So if you have to get the token on this try, because if you fail, then you have to start the whole level all over again.
And you said that Crash 1 was a good game.
Somebody had to endeavor. Someone had to fail.
So is the Cortex a bonus room right next to the Tana one?
I think so. It becomes especially noticeable during the Insane Trilogy because the bonus stages count as checkpoints. Now jump to the rotators. Oh, there's stuff in the back row right there. I want it.
Well, you have to get it because over here is the final Cortex piece.
Yep. Cortex. Activate the Cortex Vortex.
But we don't have any Earthbound operatives left.
You fools!
Alright, so here we have Cortex, the first Cortex bonus castle.
Dynamic platforming. No. Oh, my science. Flee. Flee.
Successfully fleed. Yay!
Darn you, Crash Bandicoot.
Oh my god, they do count.
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
they do. Well, that one was not that bad. You just have to understand the gimmick first.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like you mentioned, if you fail at either of the 3 Cortex checks in the level, you miss the chance to get the box gem.
Oh,
and
dude.
you need to get the box gem here.
Sunset Vista is a beast of a level. It was always a beast of a level. I remember not looking forward to getting the gem in this level because of how hard it is.
That's. I think they expanded the range of the explosion then.
Maybe. I mean, they probably did that just because there used to be that old issue where, like, the TNT will detonate off screen, but it won't actually affect the boxes near it.
Yeah, that happens in both Crash 2 and Crash 3. For the record, I've never actually been screwed over by that. I just know it's happened.
Yeah.
Because that only ever becomes a problem if you're moving too fast through the level, and you know, if you're going for the box gem, I usually take it much slower than I'm supposed to.
Oh, you can no going slow here. Okay, we got 8 boxes.
8 left.
Got 8 boxes left. All the bonus rooms. We just took a checkpoint, and they're the last 8 boxes. They're very nice, very nice. Well done, everybody. So if you made it this far, feel free to quit out your game and go take a breather. It's really not that bad on the Insane Trilogy. I mean, the Insane Trilogy, they want you to have fun. They do not want you to get mad at the game.
No, that still looked mostly bullshit to me. Well, not mostly bullshit, but a certain amount of bullshit.
No, Coco, it's not a gem. It's a poisonous scorpion, of course. You were going through the jungle, silly. Cortex is crazed contest, and now that we got that key, we can immediately use that key and ignore the boss.
Oh, Coco's not allowed to fight Koala Kong?
Nope. We must fight like men.
and ladies who dress like men.
There's only one boss in all of Crash Insane Trilogy that actually lets you play as Coco.
I thought both engine bosses allowed you to play. Hell, both engine bosses force you to play as Coco, don't they?
Not in Crash 2. Crash 2, you have to play as Crash.
Oh, okay.
This is Whole Hog. It's a little trickier than the first one, but it doesn't really throw any new gimmicks at you. It's just more of the same. These rotisserie dudes. You got to know when to jump, when to go under. A lot of memorization.
It's much more intense than the first take.
This will probably take you, I don't know, 5 tries. It's really not that bad. This is a breather round. Yeah.
Stalling for boxes has always been a problem for me, especially in these. Well, specifically in these kind of levels, I've always had a problem with trying to do the slalom towards the end of the polar levels. No!
Must die. Ow. That drum was alive. Ding 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 ding. I like the sweet bass guitar that they use for this song.
I believe it's technically called a surf guitar, right? Or a surf guitar riff.
No, this is not surf guitar. Closer to like game show. And in the next part, we are going to kick some ass. Stay tuned.